Sometimes it's nice to be extremely wealthy. You got a nice swag house, and a bunch of people dressed the part to share it with. Oh, and you've also got a real gothy ensemble going sometimes. That doesn't hurt either.
I love the employee discount.
Trust me, sir, we all do. Hey there, friendos, Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, back with more Saints Row 2 action, and today seems like one hell of a good day. Almost every other gang in Stillwater is practically wiped out at this point. I mean, they've only got like, what, 1 or 2 territories left before the Saints take it all over? That definitely sounds like something that I'd consider a victory.
Quiet so far.
Much like me crashing into that police cruiser and not getting pulled over for it.
Is Shanti ever sober enough to do any good?
Okay, ma'am, you really do not know how to take a compliment.
I'm tougher than I look.
I won't go down that.
Christ almighty, you try to give someone a compliment, and then they just make fun of your friends. Stuff like that I really can't stand. But, getting back to what I was saying, all the other gangs in Stillwater are almost completely MIA, and personally, that sounds like a good DAY for me. Unless I were to say, wipe all of them out so that they were legitimately out of the city. That would be an even better day for me. Yeah, you know what, I think I will do that. And I decided to take the old Cassie for a spin again. It may not be the most high-performing vehicle in this game, but hey, at least it's a fun vehicle to drive around in. Man, I wish I drove a Jeep Wrangler. That was weird. That one Ronin wasn't even trying to shoot me. I wonder if he was just tailing me to see if I was going to go to an ambush spot. Sorry, sir. This ain't the penultimate level of the Lost and Damned. I'm not that clever to set up an ambush. I'm also not clever enough to swerve to avoid a gang car and a delivery truck.
You made a bad choice.
I am aware of that, Cassie. I am aware of that.
This is Spackle Fishing Industries. Veteran child took me here to stuff frozen fish with Loa dust on our first date. It was good times. Anyway, not a whole lot has changed since then, and the Somdi are still moving shit through fishing boats. Take out the fish in the freezers, then go blow up the boat they're using to move the stuff.
Personally, I think it's kind of appropriate that I decided to save the Sunnyvale Gardens fishing dock for the last stronghold that I'm doing. I mean, think about it. It was the first place Cassie Phillips set foot in when she got out of prison, so I imagine it would also be fitting for it to be the last place that she liberates from the rival control of gangs. This stronghold is pretty easy, just so long as you know that you have to shoot each individual fish and not the one that the arrow is pointing over. By the way, don't try to use the Molotov cocktails on the fish.
There will be no escape for you.
Apparently, the fish are not explosion-proof, but they are fireproof.
Unless you're me.
I'm not entirely sure why that's the case. Whoa, who shot that guy? I'm going to assume it was an overzealous guard. But when you're outside the buildings here, it is a bit of a hassle, especially since it's a very good place to get Zerg rushed. Almost feels like a multiplayer map, almost. I mean, in terms of how wide open of an environment it is. Much like that guy's lumbar support. Spinal column, whatever I just broke when I snapped his neck. Oh, hell. Yeah, whenever anybody in this game who isn't me has an RPG launcher, that's usually my first cue to just eliminate them as quickly as possible.
I will not be stopped. My work.
Sir, why did you have a machete? I have an anti-personnel weapon. Well, I have a weapon that Stallone would consider a sidearm. And you just came at me with a machete.
Woohoo!
What exactly was your plan, sir? Alright, the easy part of the mission is over, where you're taking out targets inside a closed environment. Hang on a second, I have to just sit in here for a little bit. Gotta cool off. Literally. I am glad I completed all the activities before starting this. Don't need to worry about waiting a while to regenerate all my health. Whoa. That guy aimed a little bit low, but fortunately I was able to take him out. Whoops, I think I shot that hooker because she was wearing green. What? It's not profiling.
Maybe my boyfriend was
It's just paranoia.
house.
Wow, that crate just took all of the explosion.
I'm calling the cops.
Do that, and be sure to tell them that a very swole woman is blowing up a bunch of drug boats. Yeah, maybe I should consider using the Annihilator for the rest of them. How is that one part of the dock absorbing all of the explosions? All of the RPG fire? I know, just blasting away at a boat while the geometry of the level gets in the way is kind of monotonous, but it does get the job done eventually. And now here comes the third part of the stronghold, where you need to plant a bomb on the fuel chute of this freighter. Basically, it's what 8-Ball was trying to do in the second part of Bomb to Base from GTA 3. The only difference is, none of these guys are ridiculously armed to the teeth, and you don't need to do an escort mission in order to ensure the safety of the person planting the bomb.
Take it easy on you.
Whoa.
You're worthless.
Yes, they kind of are. I mean, I had an automatic weapon, and while that one guy had an AS-12 hammer, I wouldn't say that was tactically the right decision here. Especially when someone can fire the gun straight ahead and then curve the bullets down at a 45-degree angle like Wanted.
Do I have to do everything?
What are you complaining about, sir? You didn't throw a Molotov cocktail and do the ultimate bank shot.
Feel good on me.
Well, it appears that somebody does appreciate the female form when that form also has about 70 pounds of muscle at a minimum. Very open-minded of you, sir. Very open-minded. I don't care about your open-mindedness now. You are going to sit on that bomb when it goes off.
That's all you got?
Okay, now we gotta hustle. We only got like 30 seconds to get off the boat. Once again, tell me how long before you drop the bomb, before you turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. Ah, perfect ending to a perfect raid. Saints feed Somdi to the fish. Hells yeah, they did. And now the Somdi have nowhere else to go but Prawn Court. Unfortunately for them, Cassie's first house is in Prawn Court, so they better make sure to plan their next moves carefully. What? What you got, punk? Nothing, that's what. Yeah, that's right. Walk away. Walk away slowly. Smart man. Smart man. You know, I almost forgot something. I still kind of want to hang out with Carlos. Maybe I should invite him over to chill with the rest of the Saints. I mean, we have been taking over a lot of territory lately.
The mobile customer.
Aw, man. Carlos can't come right now. Whatever, I'll hang out with someone else.
The mobile customer.
Son of a peach basket. Oh, you have to be right near a legal roadway in order to summon a homie.
You're gonna kill someone!
What? Oh, Carlos showed up behind me. I almost thought that Begier over there, he was driving it for a second. Thought the game kind of screwed up for a second and, whoa. Do not swing your bat at me, sir.
This is Saint territory!
What I was saying was, I thought Carlos pulled up in the Begier because there is a glitch in the code for a second. But I do want to hang out with Legal Lee, see what kind of advice he can give me. I mean, got a lot of property to manage now. Considering how much territory I took.
All your legal problems disappear.
I can find you, motherfucker! Where to first?
Mayhaps we should go talk about legal matters somewhere a little bit more comfortable, Mr. Childs.
That fucker's still screaming.
I'm pretty sure Shogo's dead by now.
That guy can dream, right?
Oh, God! Jesus!
What is it, Pierce?
I bumped into an old buddy of yours who was looking for you.
Who is it?
You can see for yourself in a few minutes.
You brought him here?
How do you know this asshole isn't trying to kill me?
Please. I would never kill my favorite assassin.
Mr. Wong. This guy used to have me running around killing guys in hot dog suits.
I'm quite pleased to hear about your survival. I'm here to give you my thanks for killing Kazuo Akuji's son.
You know Akuji?
Akuji and I have a long history. I have also had several unpleasant dealings with his son.
What did Shogo do?
When he was younger, he killed Mr. Wong's dog.
You fucking kidding me?
I do not joke about Sadie.
If you guys got some time, we could.
Is that?
Were you followed?
Shit, I don't know.
You was fucking followed.
You aren't gonna believe this.
A bunch of Ronin goons are coming this way.
Well, yeah.
You ready for this, Wong?
I have not killed a man in quite some time.
Something I will never understand is why the boss almost always uses a Vice 9 as their weapon of choice in cutscenes. Also, that shot of the motorcycle converging on the Saints, that was a pretty cool shot. Just wanted to put that out there. And where are all these Ronin punks? Oh, almost thought you were Ronin. Sorry. The lighting's really bad down here, and Lee, please tell me you have a... Oh, you have a... I really hope that's a GDHC 50.
I'm in charge for
Wow, my fellow Saints are really kicking ass down here. I mean, I think we've spent at least 30 seconds and they haven't even, well, the Ronin haven't even laid a single hit on the pillars.
Somebody help me!
Okay, I am now wrong, but at least that one guy probably killed himself by standing too close to the explosion. Good news is the AR-200 is very good at wrecking house. Basically, the entirety of this mission is one big line-holding segment, and then another big line-holding segment, and then a quick boss battle, and holy crap, this is going poorly. And that one dude seems to have taken a bit of health off of Lee and Carlos. Good job, Lee. You're the reason why you're my man when it comes to legal matters. Hang on.
You might still have legal recourse against them.
Oh, I got way more than a legal recourse against these marks, Lee. I have a freaking blood vendetta against them. But at least their money's good for some things. See? Carlos agrees with me, even though he's been nowhere near the Ronin. Okay, I don't like the sounds of that. Sounds like some crazy stuff is going down here. Holy crap, that was an amazing dodge. Cassie Phillips has reflexes that could make Neo look like a punk. Almost forgot the correct letters there. Oh great, they're coming down the stairs. Take out them Bazooka Joes first. They are the biggest problem. Okay, good job, Shauna. That's what I'm calling her. Okay, Carlos, you might want to bring some... You might want to pick up a weapon from one of these punks. I don't think a baseball bat is going to do the trick, especially since most of these guys have bazookas. You can hang out with me, Shauna. Oh, thought there was a Ronin over there. I forgot, they're all coming down the steps. They're all coming down after us, through some secret tunnel with which they used to enter the Saints' hideout. Oh, sorry about that, Carlos. Accidentally clipped you a little bit. I almost Marvined you. And after you finished defending the integrity of these pillars, the mission is still not over. Because Mr. Akuji is somehow down here. And now I'm pinned up against a wall. You got me up against the wall, and I'm only waiting for your fall, and I probably should have brought along someone who wasn't legally...
Unhang me!
You okay?
I'm fine, but Akuji won't stop here.
I know. We gotta lock our shit down. When the Rona come back at us, I wanna be ready.
You know, the first couple times I played this mission, I always thought it was an example of cutscene magic making Kazuo survive, considering how I had managed to whittle his health down to nothing. And he is still in fighting shape by the next Ronin mission. As it turns out, you only have to get it down to a certain point before the mission is completed. Never noticed that before. Alright, everybody. Okay, that was a bit of a harrowing experience for most of us. But, hey, y'all did pretty good.
Blood in, blood out.
Suddenly, I'm convinced that Saints HQ is not necessarily the best place to be at the moment. I mean, it is pretty fun, but now that the Ronin know where we are, we kind of have to make tracks or make mincemeat out of the Ronin. And since this is Cassie Phillips we're talking about, I'm more interested in the mincemeat. Let's see if Lee, Carlos, and Shauna can... Ooh, they're very good at walking a tightrope. The artificial intelligence in this game, it's actually pretty smart. Never noticed how good the AI is at walking paths, partially because I never really needed any backup in the first place. Although I am kind of wishing I had now. Would have made a lot of missions a lot easier. Oh, Lee fell down. Yeah, I kind of take back that compliment. Don't you guys wish you could open a door and a stripper was right there? I didn't. But, hey, whatever floats your boat, right? You know, let's go see what Shondi's been up to. I wonder if she's got any new dirt on the Sons of Samdi. And I figure it would be appropriate to show Carlos the pimp wagon. I mean, besides the Superiore, this has got to be one of the most luxurious vehicles he's probably ever seen. I mean, after spending a while in jail. I mean, I don't know how long he's been in jail. Well, before the beginning of the game, I mean. But I imagine that something this expensive, he might not be able to see much. But now that he's rolling with Cassie Phillips, he can see everything.
You gonna stand there or you gonna work out?
I get enough cardio running from the cops.
Suit yourself.
I'm surprised you can run 5 minutes without copping up a lung, let alone 5 miles.
I'm full of surprises.
Then surprise me and tell me how you're gonna take out the general.
Well, that creep's always riding around in that limo of his, right?
Yeah?
So I figure the easiest way to find him is to go and tap into the traffic cameras at the police station.
I don't know if easiest would be the word I'd use.
Alright, so it's not the easiest way, but it's the quickest. Besides, now I get to tag along.
Are you high, or do you not remember the part where I told you that I wasn't gonna babysit you?
Okay, so you're gonna hack into the traffic cameras then? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go, boss.
Alright, everybody.
Getting dressed like this, we gotta get some disguises.
Well, let's hope they have some repair people outfits for Shauna and Carlos. Okay, for some reason I don't think taking the highway would be the fastest route per se. Let's see if we can get there by improvising. I mean, we got a little under 3 minutes to get there, so... Considering that we're driving a supercharged federal SUV, that might be a little bit more time than we'll need. And I'm not using the sirens because that tends to make the AI swerve to the side of the road, but I already swerve around other cars in the road on instinct. except for that time, and a bunch of others, so I just basically use the bulk of this thing to smash anybody out of the way, should I come into contact with people. And I am already liking this progression. You know, now that I think about it, this mission kind of reminds me of that one mission in The Getaway where you have to assassinate the head of the flying squad. But in order to do that, you have to steal a phone repair person's van and uniform. Well, not the uniform, I mean, you basically just have to steal the van and then prevent the actual phone repair person from getting there. Still though, I wonder if it was an intentional homage or not, and it looks like Carlos and Shauna still don't
You put a picture of this
have...
on your blog, I'll kill you.
You gotta learn how to take a compliment, boss.
So we tap the cameras and we're golden, right?
Just tapping into the cameras isn't enough. That's why Pierce is jacking some electronics so we can set up surveillance at the hideout.
What I'm saying is, it would have been kind of interesting if you brought along other homies to this mission, and then there was like a generic repair person outfit for them as well. That would have been an impressive amount of developer foresight. I mean, not that it's necessary, I mean, I'm already satisfied with how creative this game lets you be in terms of outfits. But still, would have been a nice touch. Not that I'm complaining.
Welcome to the Stillwater Police Department. How may I help you?
So there's something broken, right? And
We're
it's
here
our
to fix
job
the
to fix
computers
it.
in the monitoring station.
God, there's always something acting up in this place. The monitoring station's upstairs.
Don't mind the guy in the tank top and the woman wearing heels. They're just the interns. They're doing summer apprenticeships.
Alright, let's get to the control room.
You said it, boss. Considering how Cassie handled talking to the receptionist there, this feels like one of those jobs where your supervisor is younger than you and somehow has more authority than you do.
We're gonna put you down! You don't need the hospital.
Okay, apparently, maybe I shouldn't have brought the help along. Okay, cover's blown. Good job laying down suppressive fire, Shauna. Oh, I have to run into the pip for Shaundi to start hacking. I thought she kind of just ran on autopilot over here. Carlos, need you to get out of the way. Great, I think I shot Carlos again. Now this mission, it starts out easy, if not a little monotonous. I mean, think about it. There are a lot of periods where you're just waiting around for the next wave of enemies to show up. Good job, man. But when you get to the end of it, the difficulty suddenly takes a massive spike, mainly because this is yet another mission where you have to evade a tornado. I mean, it actually was worse pre-patch that made the tornado fire missiles. I mean, you were originally only allowed to leave the police station by using an oppressor. Carlos, please don't make me accidentally shoot you again. But you'll see what I mean at the end of the mission when you look at the waypoints on the map.
Come get some.
That right there was a fairly decent summary of this mission, mainly waiting around for more cops to show up, or at least for Shaundi to get done hacking the computers, the cameras. Don't worry, Carlos, I'm just as bored as you are. Okay, time to go.
A helicopter on the roof. Let's go.
Notice that the waypoint on the map is pointing at somewhere lower than us, even though Shaundi said to use the helicopter on the roof. I assume that's something that was not patched out of this version. As in, like, they didn't update the dialogue, but you can still use the helicopter to leave if you want.
Let's hit him back.
Now, trying to escape from a tornado by using an oppressor, which is what they want you to use. Come on, everybody, get in the van. There's a sentence that requires context.
I got the stuff Shaundi wanted. You sure she knows what she's doing?
Damn right, I'm sure. Well, I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's a decent chance Shaundi knows something about computers. Oh, shit.
Okay, now, trying to evade a bunch of FBI SUVs in a van this clunky, not the easiest thing, but fortunately, if you follow the default GPS route, which I kind of did, it takes you right through a... son of a bitch. Takes you right through a forgive and forget. I assume if you didn't have any homies with you, then maybe that 4-star police notoriety level wouldn't have immediately come back as soon as I drove through it. This is one of the reasons why I am not exactly one for forgiveness. When it comes to paying $400 to drop all the heat, if you know what I mean.
Alright, people, here's the deal. We got a truck full of electronic shit that I don't know how to use. I want you guys to help unload the truck and set up shop here. Once we're up and running, I want someone watching these monitors 24/7. The moment someone sees that fucking limo, I want to know about it. Let's get to work. This is gonna work, right?
Probably.
You had me break into a police station for something that would probably work?
Well, you know, I thought it would be good times.
Thanks, Shandi.
Anytime.
Is it my imagination, or were they kind of trying to make Shondi's catchphrase good times? Considering her, it kind of does make sense. But honestly though, right then was the first time I've ever seen bringing in a homie into the previous mission actively get you discovered before Shondi starts hacking the system. I mean, I did bring in Carlos when I tried to record this last night. Really hope Cassie did not sign her real name to that visitor sheet. Although, then again, knowing her, it's not like I wouldn't expect her to do that either. So yeah, this mission, it starts out simple, if a little bit prolonged, a little bit too long. You'll see what I mean in a few seconds. When I did it that time, nothing bad happened until Shondi started hacking the computers. Whatever. Live and learn, I say.
Toss a bag over the head and I'd hit it.
I'm glad y'all seem to like the new hardware the Brotherhood decided to hook us up with. You know, up until this point, we've been toying with Marrow. Kill his bitch here, steal his money there. But I'm through playing. We know where he lives, we have his guns, and I say it's time we take that motherfucker out. What you think?
You would think that the Brotherhood would be interested in getting some weapons a little bit more powerful than, say, K6 Krukhovs. I mean, don't get me wrong, those things are versatile, but they're just not exactly high-tech is what I'm saying. AR-40 Extendeds would have been a little bit more impressive if the Brotherhood are trying to ramp up their game. Wow! The AI is really good at keeping up with me, even when I'm driving a very fast car, and they happen to be my teammates for once. They're just as bad at hitting things as I am, but it's nice to know they can handle horsepower like this. Right now we got to head over the Brotherhood and finally smoke Marrow for what he did to Carlos. I'm sorry I couldn't bring Carlos along, but considering how wide open the Brotherhood HQ area is, it might have been a liability. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, this is what I mean by we need to get out of here. Keep the hostage between you. Okay, that was a good way to handle a sticky situation. Almost died, but at least I managed to come back from it, much like a phoenix would.
The Brotherhood are through in Stillwater!
Hell yeah, you tell him, Cassie. Oh, great.
You too slow.
Okay, seriously, why does nobody in this town know how to use Molotov cocktails? Or explosives in general? Good lord above, it seems like everybody who isn't me or Cassie Phillips is also a moron. Wait, I think I got that sentence wrong. What I meant to say was, it seems like Cassie and me are the only two people in this city who know how to use explosives.
We started with Jessica, and we're not stopping until we're done with Marrow.
Yeah, this part is pretty easy, as long as you know to keep moving. Once you get inside the main building, after you've dealt with all of the lieutenants out here, it becomes a little bit easier.
I own this city. We can do this!
Oh shit. Someone got ragdolled. Whoa. They showed up in a red Eiswolf. Nice. Very shrewd. Sorry about that. We gotta get inside. Really wish there was a button like in Dead Rising to get everybody you're with back over to you very quickly. Why did that one guy's gun not produce any noise when he was shooting at me?
I thought your boys were supposed to be tough.
Maybe he had subsonic rounds like Alpha Protocol. Wait, what kind of gun did that guy have? Oh, submachine gun. Man, he probably didn't have subsonic rounds. You can only get those for assault rifles in Alpha Protocol. Whatevs. Managed to get my friendos. Whoops, wrong door. Uh-oh. Edgar has a bazooka. This ain't good. Wait. So he's got a shotgun in one hand, but when he's standing still, he's also using that hand to hold a 40-ounce. Yeah, I think I can frame that as an interesting image. Definitely a meme in the making. When you're here for business, but you're also here to party, and why can't I figure out where to go? Just did this last night. Christ, it's like a veritable war zone in here. Of course, it's not like I should be surprised. Oh, I think that might have been me. Okay, good. Managed to revive him just before he fell off.
I ain't letting that one slide.
Sorry about that. Oh, wait.
Jesus H. Christ!
Oh, shit. Necessary sacrifice. Sorry about that, buddy. Aw, man. I accidentally abandoned a homie because he got stuck on the walls. Oh, it was not Edgar. Edgar has a bazooka. This ain't good. And I'll check back the tapes later, see what happened to the other guy.
Shit! Fuck yeah! I'm ready to rock!
Yes, you are.
Let's do it.
Shauna. Oh, hello, Shauna. Almost didn't recognize you for a second. Oh, that's just your lipstick shining. I thought it was a lip piercing or something. Seems like a pretty nice place to have. Would have been interesting to be able to take this place over as a safe house after you complete this mission, or even all the Brotherhood missions. Yeah, just had a few whacks of the heavy bag for funsies. Now, let's get back to business, people. We got ourselves a gang to destroy. Oh, Marrow, come out and play.
Get a set.
Jesus!
Wow, ma'am, your pants are very shiny. I'm impressed.
Just by watching.
Oh, jeez. They got another one of my boys. And I just point blank that guy. Seriously, how do you not see the barrel of a machine gun coming around the corner? Honestly, the guy pretty much,
This ain't fair! I'm gonna rock you!
That one guy pretty much just basically... He started chugging that thing like it was a Slurpee. That is literally the only metaphor that I could come up with for that scenario.
Get in there and fight!
How appropriate that I'm smoking all of them in a weed farm room. Looks like the Sons of Somni weren't the only gang of psychopaths who were in the drugs trade.
You ain't got no idea what you're doing!
Oh yes I do, ma'am. And I am going to enjoy every second of it. Hey, I think I just killed your twin.
I didn't sign up for this shit!
Your friend should have learned not to lean around that... should have learned to move completely behind that door.
Wanna die?
That's Hitboxes 101. When you lean around a door a little bit too far so that you're just peeking out on the side. Where's Shauna? Whatever. She'll find her way home eventually. All gangsters do. Oh, there you are, Shauna. I was just talking about you. I think the next floor is...
You fuck them up!
I think the floor after this one is where I finally fight Marrow. And I'm switching to my submachine guns for it because they have a slightly better rate of fire than, say, the AR-200, strangely enough. Wonder why Cassie had an AR-50 in that cutscene there. Oh great, Marrow is fancying himself as a Schwarzenegger-esque badass. Oh, I'm still getting damage. Oh, you're supposed to take him on with hand grenades. And you don't have any homies with you to back you up during this. Maybe I should have considered using hand grenades at some point. Lord. Okay. Just need a bit of a breather there. Your gun might be very powerful, Marrow, but it overheats after a while. Good. Got him. Man, you thought an M134 can take me out? No siree. Ooh, nice rock bottom takedown, sir. Man, I would be a terrible gang leader.
The shooting stopped. You think it's over?
I just wouldn't be able to stop complimenting my foes, even if I am trying to take them out.
Your little buddy screamed like a bitch when we trussed him up. How about you, bitch? You gonna scream?
Yeah! Mero, get out of here! Ugh! Get in, man!
And just like that, Donnie sped out of the franchise, never to appear again until Saints Row 4 Enter the Dominatrix. And the good news is, the Brotherhood are pretty much on their last legs at this point, and it appears that we've also got Marrow's minigun. Maybe Cassie had some people pick it up after he attempted to use it as a projectile attack. Word of advice. Throwing the gun never works unless you know it's empty, and considering the clip capacity of most miniguns, or at least miniguns in movies in general, those things take a while to become empty. Yep, we took over Staunton. Now the tattoo parlor that Marrow frequents, it's potentially property of the Saints, which I will do in a few minutes, and it looks like Little Shanghai is the only spot of town that the Brotherhood can claim is home. Not for long, boys. Not for long. So, I believe that is where we shall conclude for today. I'm Fredo Supreme, the American Dream, Blue Steel. Or maybe I should say Purple Steel, because the 3rd Street Saints are all about that purple, you know? Oh, I got a phone call.
Get your ass to the Altor Dome. This ends now.
Well, it appears Marrow seems a little bit peeved at what just happened.
Alright, yeah! Everyone's gotta be drunk but me.